Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new, hi, my name is Lisa, and I love everything colorful makeup. I love makeup in general, especially indie brands. And I am so freaking excited to share this with you guys. And I want to first and foremost apologize to everybody, my subscribers, that it's been over a week and a half since the last time I've posted. You know, we've had some things that have come up, some life stuff, and an unfortunate, tragic event that had happened with one of my son's high school friends. With that, I was, being there for him, just taking some time out, from social media for a bit, you know what I mean? And my son had got this Twilight collection from Glamlite, for Mother's Day, as a Mother's Day gift. He knew I wanted this, so thank you so much, sweetheart. I love you. And this is the PR Box collection from Glamlite, the Breaking Dawn Part 1, lenticular motion. This one is a latch and very sturdy box. Of course, I've already opened it. It was a Mother's Day gift, so, my son wanted to see me open it, and so I've kind of put this together like twice. And also doing 2 palettes, 2 looks for this collection as well. I hope, if you're new, please do subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and comment down below. Are you Team Jacob? Or are you Team Edward? I am Team Wolfie, always been Team Wolfie. I'm Blackfoot, Native American, and I have wolf medicine in my totem, but I'm also Puerto Rican and French Canadian, so there you go. But I love wolves, and I love anything fantasy. I love vampires, fairy, and you also know that I do love Glamlite. I truly do. Now, literally 2 weeks later, after launching this,
Glamlite says, oh no, we're gonna throw out Lord of the Rings for y'all as well.
I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about the Lord of the Rings collection, that palette, that color story? I definitely want to hear your thoughts. And I want to hear your thoughts about this collection as well. Did you get it? Did you just get the palette? Maybe just the highlighter? Maybe just the lip kit? Let me know, because I definitely love hearing from you guys and interacting with you guys, because you guys are my community. So let's get into this unboxing, shall we? Now, there was some controversy when people got their PR box, and this is why I usually will wait a week after a launch, and then I do expedited shipping. Spray was on back order, so either people had a choice to get a refund for the amount of the spray, or they could just wait. So it kind of would have been nice to know, hey, these are on back order and this is gonna be missing from your PR box. You know what I mean? I've only been following and investing in Glamlite for the last couple of years, but I do know that they do extremely well on TikTok Shop. Trust me when I say this. If you don't know, I've been doing TikTok Shop for almost 2 years and been on TikTok for 4. And so I do have a showcase, and I do have this in my showcase, and my TikTok is linked on my YouTube channel. Love to have you. And I do promote makeup and stuff over there. So I promote Glamlite and all these other indie brands as well. So they do especially when they do flash sales. Are you kidding me? You can save crazy money when they do sales like that. Over half off sometimes just 30%, but even 30%, that's a lot. So, and I love Glamlite. I think Miss Giselle is an amazing businesswoman. She has created an amazing brand. So, without further ado and shutting my yap in my squirrel brain, I do have it in my hair, and I will spray it. Just make sure you shake it like really well, and I'll spray a little bit more. It does have like a blue-green kind of hue to it. It disperses very nicely, to be honest. It really does. But it comes out very forceful in a lot of product. So you can see it's pretty forceful spray. You do not want to be putting this on your face. So for me, this would definitely look like being on the bike, going out to like biker events or concerts or anything like that. So this is really cool. I do dig that. Vampire skin spray, y'all. And it has a latch, which is very nice. And when you open it, it looks like this. So here is the wedding invitation. I think this is, it is really beautiful and a nice touch. So very nice touch, digging it, love that. I actually am probably gonna get a frame for this and put it up here somewhere. This collection does come with the bag, but I like the fact that this is brown and not black. And I don't, you know, in my opinion, I don't think that every collection needs to have a makeup bag, because how many makeup bags do you really need? On the collector's side of things, I understand why they do it. Lenticular motion, I kind of wish somehow they did put Jacob on here, but it's just Edward and Bella. And there is a design on the side. And on the bottom, there is metal feet, which is a nice touch as well. Now there is 2 pockets because of course this is the mirror. And I like the fact that what she did was, okay, here is Edward and Bella when they got, this is before she is changed. And then that's her after her transformation. So I really love that. So I love that before, after. So I never tried to see if this would fit in the front pocket, which the front pocket is this. So you could definitely put your brushes in here. Yep, it does. So you can put the mirror so that it's nice and safe in the front pocket if you'd like, so choose. I'm going to show you the mirror box as well. I feel like they spared no expense on this collection. I truly do. In my opinion, I feel like it is one of the best next to Halloween 2. I loved what she did with the trick or treat, burlap bag, all of that. But the Halloween 2, that was next level with the packaging. This is the same. So, but I wish she would have done something special with the zippers. Very roomy, and there is a design on the side all around. So you can see it's very roomy. And Glamlite makeup bags are nice and roomy. You always can fit a shit ton of makeup and whatever you need in their makeup bags for sure. Or you can use them just as purses, just as a conversation piece, shit, you know? And you do have your crossbody bag, crossbody strap or just shoulder strap. I personally feel like Glamlite bags, for what they are well made. And so that is the lenticular motion makeup bag or purse. The box that it came in. And there's the back. So, and on the inside, it's like a silver foil. And I ripped it. I was not happy that I ripped it because this is definitely going to go back here for sure. Here is the highlighter right here. The front lenticular. I love that pretty much everything is lenticular. And then there is the back. We're also going to do 2 looks with these palettes, and I'm going to use the highlighter. I've already got my base on. Here is the highlighter. So do you remember the wisteria trees? Little mirror. And then of course it says I do on it. Next is the lip kit. And just to let everyone know, which I'm gonna do a stitch on my TikTok as well, is Miss Giselle had come on and TikTok had threatened to take her lip kits down because people were complaining that you can't sharpen them and there's no twist or anything like that. She has done a couple of lip liners that are twisty, but you absolutely can use just a regular pencil sharpener and sharpen those. Yes, they're made out of a very thin plastic that just a regular sharpener will do. You can sharpen them. So I'm probably gonna do a stitch video and kind of show people, yes, you absolutely can sharpen Glamlite lip liners. Absolutely you can. This is the lip kit. So there is Edward. That's the back. Stop it. So we open it and it's got a nice ribbon to pull. When I found out, y'all, that this lipstick is magnetic, I about lost my mind. Because you guys know, if you've been with me for a minute, that I freaking love a magnetic lipstick case. It's got that paisley kind of vine, right? Just gorgeous. This burgundy, beautiful, deep red like this. Totally up my alley. And it has almost like a berry wine, I want to say. I mean, it's not overpowering or anything. No. Now, of course, this liner, because we're going for the whole vampy look, right? Yeah, there is the lip liner. And then here is the gloss, which has like blue sparkle in there, blue and silver kind of sparkle going on. But of course, you know, there's Edward on the front. And again, it has the same fragrance as the lipstick. And I do want to say it's like a grape wine, like a wine kind of, almost like Chardonnay. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But that is the gloss. And you can kind of see those blue, silvery kind of sparkles in it. This is really beautiful. It's white satin lined. It is definitely heavy, hefty box. It's definitely sturdy and a keepsake for sure. And then we have both of the palettes. I'm Team Wolfie, and this is more earth tone, more, you know, which makes sense. Again, the same type of packaging as the Halloween 2. I hope they stay with this packaging because it's freaking luxe. When I saw him in the lenticular motion, like with him as his wolf, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Thank you. You know, just love, love, love. Take it out. That's the back. They just did a magnificent job with this collection. And here it is. In my opinion, definitely the good formula. So here is, again, here's Edward. I love the fact, again, this packaging, luxe. Side, it says, no, a measure of time with you will be long enough, but let's start with forever. Edward. And then the lenticular. And here is the back. The Kiss palette with the Not So Good formula was not red. It was pink. At least it pulled very pink on me. So I'm very curious to see if this is going to be a true burgundy red. Yeah, I don't know. And shimmers in here, gorgeous, both palettes. So without further ado, we are going to get into swatching these palettes and the highlighter and creating a look. 2 looks, 2 palettes. So let's get into it. Okay, so look number 1 with the Jacob palette. I am going to swatch the highlighter, and I'm going to put the highlighter on for you guys so you can see. says I do on it. Right, and I'm just gonna share that out so you can see. Just really, really pretty. Now, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this because I ran out of makeup wipes. Sure did. I'm gonna take the mirror and I am just going to put it here. Ooh, that is pretty. I don't even think I have to go in. I'll just flip my... That's very pretty. And you can see that you can either have it like bam or very soft. That's really pretty. Okay, so that's the highlighter, which is, I really do like that a lot. So very, very pretty. So now onto the look, and I do have both my lids are primed with my MAC paint pot in soft ochre, which they've actually been primed for a hot minute. But I'm gonna do my right eye. Right eye for Jacob, left eye for Edward. Take my Unearthly Cosmetics pencil brush. This is the UCB6. And I'm gonna go into the green, and I'm gonna tell you the names. Might as well, right? This is Imprint, Pack, Guardian, Phasing, Alpha, Shapeshifter, Telepath, Moody, Wolf, Jacob, Loyal, Transformation, Moonlight, La Push, and Devotion. So this is Imprint and this is Guardian. That's just beautiful. It's beautiful. And when I tell you these swatch gorge, they do. And I'm gonna put a little more of that green. This one seems like it could be a topper as well. This one is Alpha. Oof, gorgeous. Now see, there is the Glamlite formula we know and love. That silky, buttery, smooth shimmer. Gorgeous. Pack, which is a very neutral. It pretty much is gonna blend into my skin tone, especially that I have a tan right now. This one is Phasing. Did I even say Phasing? Wow, I'm losing it. Beautiful transition shades for sure. So there's Phasing. Literally my skin tone. Wow. This is the only matte on the second row. Beautiful brown. These are so buttery. So buttery. If Glamlite would just stick with this formula, you know what I mean? And even perfect this even more. There really wasn't that much kick up in the pans. Some people care. I don't. And I love shades like this. And it's Shapeshifter. This one here, where it seems like it could have like a light brown base to her. Yeah. And if you've been with me a minute, you know I love shades like this. Where like emerald green, jade green, just beautiful. Again, buttery, smooth. And that's Telepathy. Pretty sure I did. Well, this one is Moody. moody. And if you are a neutral gal, you are going to love this palette, which is Loyal. Dark forest green. Now the next one is called Transformation, which is another beautiful neutral brown. Again, another one that could definitely, you know, disappear into my skin tone. Really pretty. And this one is Moonlight. And then this is La Push, which this is like a taupey brown. That's La Push and Moonlight. And that's not the shadow. My nail is catching the shadow, so that is not the shadow. That's Moonlight. Here's La Push. Look at that buttery, just buttery. These mattes are gorgeous. They're gorgeous. So the last one, of course, is the black, and it is Devotion. This baby's pigmented. I'm just gonna put it right here. Wow. Okay. Not dry, smooth, pigmented. Yeah. Yep. That's the Glamlite formula we know. Awesome. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. Truly, I truly am. I still want to get the Willy Wonka collection as well, but I don't think I'm gonna pick up the whole Lord of the Rings collection. When I really want something and am passionate about it, I have to have the full collection. I can't do just a couple of pieces. So that is the Jacob palette swatched out. I already know this video, even edited, is probably gonna be at least 45 minutes long because I'm doing 2 looks as well. This is Vegetarian. This is Lion. Century, Thirst, Vows, Honeymoon, Renesmee, Edward, Sparkle, Diamond, Gifted, Mind Reader, Volturi, Bite, and Forks. This one is Vegetarian. What is underneath my fingernail? What the heck? Makeup. I have foundation under my nail. That's what that is, y'all. Vegetarian. And then this one is Century. I don't think, did I say Century? Like, I'm losing my mind. Wow, look at that. Gorge. Vows. Here we go. Left-handed. Oh, love, love, love. And this, which is Century. Are you kidding me? These are soft and buttery and are gliding like this is a duo. And then that one is Vows. This is Lion, which is that lavender kind of color. And then this really delicate light gray, Thirst. Beautiful transition kind of colors, soft. First matte is Gifted. And then Mind Reader, which is that eggplant, like deep, deep purple. And then Volturi, which is the red, which is the one that I'm very interested to see if it's going to be true burgundy red. So, and that one definitely, but I did put a lot on my hand, on my finger, so that definitely, so at least that's buffing out actually red. It's not pink. And there is that deep royal eggplant kind of purple. Gifted, that blue-gray. Here is Honeymoon, which is this beautiful like midnight navy kind of blue shimmer. And these shimmers are so silky smooth. They really are. Just so pretty. Green shimmer on like a green base with gray. It's very pretty. Ooh, that is straight up silver white. Oh yeah. So this is just a beautiful silver and white sparkle. That's really pretty. Very, very pretty and very shiny, very sparkly. That's gorgeous. And then, do you see what I mean by that one is sparkle? That is the Edward palette. And here they are side by side. So let's get to look number uno. Team Wolfie. Let's get to it. Okay. So it's like super late. The hubby came home and we had dinner and talked and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? This is really, it's late. So I just created this look off camera with the Edward palette. I'm still practicing like with reds. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find my comfort zone with reds, I swear. I love red though. We are going to play with the Jacob palette and again, I do think that this, in my opinion, came out dark, vampy. I'll show you what I used. I kind of went all over the place with this. I started off with the red, and it truly is a more purpley red, but it's definitely burgundy. And when I swatched this, I showed you guys, it does sheer out red instead of pink or purple or anything like that. But on my eyes, and I don't know if it's the base or not, don't know if it's my undertone or the primer, not sure. This very light gray, because that's really the only two transition kind of blending shades in this palette are these two right here. So I took Thirst. I first started out with Volturi, the red, and did just right in my socket, my crease, and took Thirst, which is that real light gray right here, blended just on the outer portion to get rid of the stark line. And then I went a step further and took Forks, which is this pigmented black. I put the black here. I went over the red with the black in my socket and then put the black here. But I had also taken that red, which was the Volturi, and did the same thing. The red here, all along, and the red here. For shimmers, I had used Sparkle, but I also took Renesmee and went a step further and went up to vegetarian here. Here, which I had taken Sparkle on each side here, and then took Renesmee just a little bit in the middle, but then kind of mixed it with vegetarian. And I put a couple, I didn't use any glitter glue. When I receive new palettes and play with new palettes with shimmers, I want to, first I will just use either, you know, my finger or a brush without any glitter glue or glitter primer or anything like that, because I want to see how the shimmer performs without it first. And as you can tell, it's pretty darn sparkly without, you know, any glitter glue. I took the highlighter, and of course I did the same thing on the lower lash line here, and took that light gray on the inner corner. And I had used that right here, and I also put it here and up here, so that, you know, 3 points here. That's what I did off camera. I do apologize. Eye is already primed with my MAC paint pot in soft ochre. So here we go. This is Team Wolfie Jacob palette. Definitely gonna play with the greens. Probably the green and the black. Okay, I'm gonna go into the dark green, which is Loyal. Again, not a lot of kick up in the pans, which is surprising, and it's nice, but there is some. And I'm gonna do, all right, I'm gonna leave this open, so trying to truly do a true halo with hooded eyes. So I'm really gonna follow my socket so that everything will line up once, you know, everything is said and done here. And that's why I really do enjoy these Unearthly, because they are really small and really good for hooded eyes. I'm looking at these other, I'm gonna take the green on my lower lash line, but I'm gonna change brushes to my Singe 7, which is this flat brush. And I'm gonna go into that green. And I'm going to do the same thing on the outside and the inside here. And I do use shadow in my waterline. I don't, you know, recommend to anybody else to do this, but they're my eyeballs, so I'm just connecting these to the lower lash line to the color here. I'm V'ing this out a little more. Go back in, and I'm going to do the inner corner now. I'm going to take my EO 6 and I'm going to do a little blending. I'm going to go into Transformation, which is the brown right next to the green that I showed you guys. Buff the outer edge to kind of get rid of the stark line. And actually, I think I'm going to switch brushes. I'm at EO 4. This one is good for like buffing out, blending. So literally just buffing the edges half on, half off. I'm just doing the same thing here, but very carefully, because I still want to just stay in that line in my socket. I don't want the green to get away from me. I just literally want to soften the edge right? I actually might go in with this lighter brown. I think using the dark brown was not a good idea. I need to kind of lighten up. But it might be too late. It's okay. Learning curve, right? D5, E05. I kind of want to just bring this in a little bit. I don't want to close it off yet. Well, I don't want to close it off at all. I'm kind of upset at myself that I used that brown. But, gotta trust the process. Gotta trust the process. So I'm figuring, I'm gonna take my EO1 because I like using that to also pack on color. It would make sense because I had gone into, use this green, then I went over here. And that's what I was saying. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have used that. So I ended up going up here. But I want to see if I go here and use this color, which is phasing. I'm just still going into phasing. I think this looks nice actually with the green. It's like a, you know, it's taupey color. So I'm just going back in just to put that in the center. And I am bringing it up onto my hood and slightly over here, soften that up. And I also brought it down here and kind of buffed it, blended that with the green as well. So that kind of softened it up quite a bit. The dark green on the outside, like on the inner part in here, and this is by NYX. I love ColourPop liners and NYX liners. I think they're really, really great liners for color liners. What should we do to just make it pop a little bit? I have this copper one. What do you think? You think? And I kind of blended the edges with the green. Yeah, I think that'll work. That'll work. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. Yeah, it's late. Okay, it's late. Singing Britney Spears and shit. Wow. Okay. So I'm taking the same brush, and actually we are ready for shimmer. And here we go. I mean, this definitely, because I didn't know what I was gonna do. Of course, it took me a heck of a lot longer, but this look would literally take you maybe 10 minutes to do, to be honest. Something just quick, you know, fairly easy, a statement at the same time, you know. And here I was saying, oh, we're just going to do an everyday look. Am I capable of doing an everyday look? Like, or do I just constantly just have glam always on the brain? I'm going to go with the latter, you know. And I'm definitely going to be using the green shimmer. Like, for sure, want to use this green shimmer. Before I do use my EO1, I'm going to take this, this is the 9, the flat brush. These pickup products, amazing. I'm going to go into that green shimmer. I'm not even going to spray it. And I am going to put this on the way, well, it would be the inner corner for here. And just a little bit here. I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to use that gold on the bottom, because I'm also going to use that gold Okay, so this one is definitely more of a topper, that gold. because my brain is so indecisive tonight on what I wanted to do. And I'm just gonna take that same gold in this space here. That's pretty. Clean up my brush and I'm gonna switch to my EO1. I'm gonna take this pencil and I'm gonna go into the green. See how this works out for me. The green matte. And just kind of pull. That is so pretty. It's pretty. So now I'm just going to be daring, and instead of the EO1, I'm going to go back to that flat brush. I've been really enjoying this flat brush. And I'm going to go into Shapeshifter, which is a lighter shimmery green. I think it's actually this one right here, which is a duo, I think. Oh, that's pretty. It kind of starts out intensely and then just bursts outward. So I guess, yeah, you know, starburst. This is something I would wear every day, you know. But I know, you know, there's not a lot of people out there that will walk around in glam, you know. It's not for everybody, but I love it. So, and that, my friends, is the final look. I am going to put on a little bit of mascara. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's been a hot minute since I created any content, and I do, like I said, I do apologize. This is the new Lancome mascara, the Idol. There. I think that this look came out really pretty. I think both looks came out really pretty. You know, it's definitely the formula that we really love from Glamlite. So both of these palettes, I'm so glad that I have these in my collection. Again, you know, the highlighter is super pretty. Everything about this collection, I think, is really beautiful. They did an amazing job. So well done, Glamlite. Well done, Ms. Giselle. So as you can see, the gloss definitely will go with the neutral palette. So yeah, I think it came out pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It might be another day or two before I post another video. I've got some things that are coming up that I have to deal with. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for sticking around. And if you're new, please do. Hopefully you subscribe. I'd love to have you. Give the video a thumbs up. And please do comment and share, because it does help my channel. It truly does. And if you do, I appreciate it so, so much. So love to hear from you guys in the comments. I always love interacting with you guys and what you have to say. So did you guys pick up this collection? Let me know. And what do you think? So with that, hope to see you guys on the next one.